Hello, this is Group C02 with our business communication assignment. I am Ateeshay, and we have Rashi, Shivam, Umang, and Vismayi, and we'll be running you through the presentation of the guesstimate, which is estimating the number of Justin Bieber songs watched on YouTube by teenagers in India in 2022. Now, as per our estimate, we arrived at a total number of 3 million of daily views. Now, this number has been a revelation for us, given India is a non-English speaking country, and the data penetration is not that high. And yet, we have 1.1 total yearly views of Justin Bieber's owned and collab videos in India, of which 40% is by subscribers and 60% by non-subscribers. Now, it will be taken over by Rashi.
Thank you, Ateeshay. So, starting with the Indian population itself, we can see that the Indian population is 1.39 billion. Looking at the target audience for this kind of content, which are going to be primarily teenagers, we can see that given that India is a fairly growing population and a young population, we can assume this percentage to be around 15%, giving us a number of 210 million teenagers. Further, even within these teenagers, we will try to see what is the accessibility to internet like, because that's how you will be able to consume content through platforms like YouTube, etc. So given that infrastructure has grown in the last few years, including both rural and urban areas, as well as there's a network effect amongst teenagers because they are more tech savvy and parental permissions have also increased. We can assume this to be 80% with a number of 168 million teenagers with internet access. Over to you, Umang.
Thank you, Rashi. So once we have the number of teenagers with internet access, we try to see how often these users engage with YouTube, and found out that roughly around 75% of the users use YouTube daily. This number gives us around 126 million teenagers who use YouTube daily in India. Now, since Justin Bieber produces content in English, we wanted to see the English penetration among these users. A rough estimate gave us a number of 40%, which further funnels down to a number of 25 million teenagers who consume YouTube content in English. Over to you, Shivam.
Yeah. Among the 25 million users who are consuming content in English, we wanted to estimate how many of them listen to music on YouTube, because Justin Bieber as an artist produces music. Now, YouTube came out with its own music app lately that challenges the larger competitors such as Spotify and Apple Music very closely. So we estimated that a large chunk, or 80% of these teenagers, will listen to music every day, which gives us 20 million teenagers. Now, among these 20 million teenagers, because Justin Bieber is a popular artist in the pop music diaspora, we further assume that a fair chunk would subscribe to him to be updated to all his new releases. So we say that 25% of these teenagers, or 5 million, the number on your top right, will be the number of subscribers for him, and the rest, 15 million, the number towards the bottom right, would be the number of non-subscribing users. Over to Vismayi for the next part.
Thank you, Shivam. Now, considering that we have the number of 5 million and 15 million, which corresponds to the number of teenage subscribers and teenage non-subscribers of Justin Bieber, taking into consideration the 15 average number of English songs listened to by a teenager in India, we have the number of 75 million and 225 million number of English songs listened to by teenage subscribers and teenage non-subscribers of Justin Bieber. Now, out of those, we take a share of 1% of Justin Bieber songs among the 75 million population and a share of 0.5% of the number of songs out of the 225 million, which leads us to 0.75 million share of Justin Bieber songs among the teenage subscribers and 1.12 million songs among the share of the teenage non-subscribers of Justin Bieber. Now, adding a markup of 50% of the total number of songs, we get this number of 3 million total number of Justin Bieber songs listened to by Indian teenagers on a daily basis. This is the guesstimate that we have presented, given on the estimate as well as the data that we've collected. Please do reach out to us for any questions or suggestions. Thank you.